Welcome back to the Jason Flood Digital Marketing Show. Today I'm joined by Maria Cuesta and Emiliya Strahilova, two of the organisers behind the Alicante Nomad Summit, along with Jean-Baptiste Michel, of course, from NomadWay, taking place from April 20th to 26th, 2026 in Alicante. We're going to talk about the vision behind the event, what attendees can expect, and why this summit is such a valuable experience for remote workers, digital nomads and business owners. Let's get into it. Guys, thanks for coming on.
Hi, Jason.
Hey guys, it's great to have you on. So we're just going to talk a little bit first about your stories as nomads. I met you both in Alicante through the NomadWay app, which is Maria. Maria is actually one of the co-founders behind the app with Jean-Baptiste. And I can't speak highly enough. I'd say people are sick of hearing me talk about how great the app is. I met you both in a coffee shop, which, Maria, you know I always pronounce it incorrectly. I think it's Pinchon.
That's correct.
Yeah, that was when I first met you guys. And I mean, I've been friends with you ever since. So let's get into it anyway. Emiliya, we'll start with you. Tell me about your story as a nomad.
I wouldn't say that I am the typical digital nomad. I used to be, but now I identify myself more as a remote worker with a passion for traveling. I'm from Bulgaria and I've been living in Spain for the last 2 years and a half. I came here to visit a friend. I fell in love with the country that I've seen before as well, but this time I decided that I'm coming for good. And my plan actually was to move to Valencia, where there are more international people. But then I kind of got stuck here and I fell in love with this little place and the beaches and the lifestyle. So here I am. I don't want to move anymore. And about my nomad experience, I've been traveling a lot, but always we're looking for something in between. That I'm not against going to the office, maybe a hybrid model, feeling a part of something, but also being location independent.
Very good. And I can vouch for that as well. People don't realize how beautiful Alicante actually is. And Maria has shown me so many spots in Alicante. So Maria, how about you? Tell me about your story as a digital nomad, and why not tell me a bit about your love of Alicante?
Originally from Valencia, but I have always been traveling because my parents were really keen on traveling. So we used to do a lot of road trips actually around Spain, France and Portugal when I was a child. And I guess this is why I love traveling so much. I was quite lucky because I applied for some scholarships in Spain, and thanks to that I went to England, and then I started to learn more English. And I think that is actually when it clicked. Now I also went to Ireland, and I started to be more passionate about other cultures and languages. So I guess I had the transition of traveler, then backpacker, and then now digital nomad. And my base is Alicante. I guess even though I'm from Valencia and it's a lovely city and quite big, I think it's too big at the moment for me. And Alicante is workable, and it has the palm trees. And everything is closer. So I recommend everybody to come and have a look.
Yeah, Alicante is absolutely beautiful. And I think Alicante, I don't know if you guys agree or not, but it's very underrated. Like when you hear people going to Spain, you don't hear a lot of them say Alicante. And I think it's crazy because Alicante has everything. So if you want to just chill, you can go chill. If you want to go for a few drinks, you can go for a few drinks. There's so much in the city. And as well as that, there's so many events you can view through NomadWay, like we spoke about in the previous podcast. But a very exciting event coming up in Alicante is, of course, the Alicante Nomad Summit. I am extremely excited about the Alicante Nomad Summit. First of all, I have the honour of being one of the speakers at it. I'm going to be talking about how business owners and digital nomads can better utilise social media. But I'm extra excited about it because the social media you guys have been doing for the Alicante Nomad Summit is absolutely amazing. I was in the gym yesterday trying to get a workout in because I've added on a lot of extra pounds after Christmas, and I'm hoping that the Alicante Nomad Summit is going to give me a reason to get in better shape so I look good in my suit. But I was seeing one of your social media videos, and it was like a cloud. It was like a cloud that said Alicante Nomad Summit. And I'm a digital marketer. I'm a social media manager. So I should know it all. And I was sitting there saying, how the hell did they do that? So the marketing you guys have been doing is absolutely amazing. But before we get to the event, let's talk a little bit before that. And we'll start with Emilia. Tell me about how the idea for the Alicante Nomad Summit came to be.
Maria and JB, I got to know them through events that they organized, and I'm also a fan of the app. The app is very easy to use, super convenient as opposed to other platforms that I find very complicated, the main one. So it was great to have this option here in Alicante. And you're right, there's so many events happening in the city. Alicante, it is popular to some particular segment of the tourists overall, but not so much for digital nomads. And I think that Maria and JP have discovered this gap, and they have invited me in this project. And to be honest, at first I was a bit skeptical about having a summit because I was thinking, do we want to entertain traveling nomads and just help them to make their fancy stories for social media? But after diving deeper into this, I realized that it's much bigger than that, and the mentality has shifted towards more conscious traveling and nomads wanting to contribute to a bigger community and the local community wherever they are. So I embraced the idea, and we have good chemistry. We work well, and we are learning so much. I wouldn't say it's very easy, but it's super rewarding in the end.
Yeah, 100%. And I love the way you described how Maria and Jean-Baptiste discovered that gap when it comes to remote workers. And I encourage everyone listening to this podcast to actually listen to the last one because we really got in depth about remote working. But I just want to say as well about the event is that even though it is, of course, for digital nomads and remote workers, business owners should be going to this thing as well because the workshops, the speeches, the list of names that are going to be at this, it's so worth the investment, because the education you're going to pick up, not only about, say, digital marketing, but about other things too. So it's really an event everyone should be going to. And even with Maria, I actually just met Maria and Jean-Baptiste if they were in Dublin, Nomad Air, and they did a conference with them. And I mean, it was a pleasure to be there for the day. So it's not only people from Ireland, from all over the world. So Maria, you did very well with identifying that gap when it comes to remote workers. Is there anything specifically you're excited about when it comes to the event? Not only about the whole event in general, but I mean, is there something else that you're thinking on the top of your head that you're very excited about when it comes to it?
It came up just at this co-working session when we were like, well, we're going to all these events around the world, and Valencia and Alicante has a lot of potential, this community, this region of Spain with the most sunniest day, of every year, So I don't know. I feel like, okay, I'm proud of being Valenciana, and we were very, very lucky also to have the support of the City Hall last year and this year too. So, we feel like, everybody can bring something to the table, locals, businesses as well, speakers, attendees. So it is really a community, and this is what we keep, seeing, and it is really, really rewarding. And I remember last year, someone asked me, Maria, what are you worried about? What are you worried about? And I'm not worried about anything other than the weather, because we are hosting it in April, and sometimes, unfortunately, it's to be rainy, and it would be a pity, that people come here for 2 days last year or 1 week this year, and then suddenly there's a bit of rain. So that shows you how coordinated we are, how much motivation we have. And, the good team that we are, the only worry was actually, something that we could not actually know or predict, So, you would mention the marketing. We're also very, very grateful to people that also are jumping in and helping us. And yeah, we are very grateful, and we hope that every year is going to be, growing and growing. And yeah, this is more or less how I'm feeling about it.
Well, I can tell you for sure it's going to keep growing every year because you guys come across so passionate when you speak about the Nomad Summit. And regardless of your business venture, no matter what anyone does, if you don't have the passion, in my opinion, it's not going to take off. And I can say that for sure because I've worked with small, medium-sized, large businesses. And I just want to also say I completely agree with how great you guys are as a team. Talking about digital nomads, it's very easy for a lot of people to go to these different places like Alicante and not contribute to the community, whereas Maria, Jean-Baptiste and Emilia have by organising such an amazing event. And I really, really think everyone should be marking their calendars because it's really, really going to be amazing. So I guess what I want to know now, guys, is how can people book?
Find them on our website, alicantenomadsummit.com. People can see more information about our concept this year. The team is upgrading 4 different pillars: life, work, technology, and yourself, your personal growth. We have published over 30 speakers that are joining, including yourself, and we have people from various fields there. And thanks to our sponsors from, as we said, City Hall, but also we have local international entrepreneurs, people from the co-work nomad ecosystem here. So all this information, and of course on top of the page there is a button buy ticket. That's the link for buying tickets. We have only one price. It is very fair. We decided to keep it simple and very affordable for everyone. This is the price for the whole week. There is no premium, no basic. So yes, that's how you buy the ticket.
Perfect. AlicanteNomadSummit.com. And let me just say the website looks amazing as well. When Maria sent me the link, when I saw my face on it, because I don't really, I guess from a business owner's perspective, you kind of look at it as a bit as PR, where you're getting advertised and you're seen in this outlet. And I was like, Jesus. It's like, it was really, really professional. It looked amazing. And the colours as well, I just want to say, now I'm sounding really like a nerd here. I have my digital marketing advertising hat on here, apologies. But even the colours of everything, I'm looking at this from a tech perspective. I think you guys have really hit it out of the park. So I think you both should be very proud, and Jean-Baptiste as well. So that's it, guys. The AlicanteNomadSummit.com, the link to the tickets are going to be in the description below. I strongly encourage everybody, get on your laptops and book this event, because you're going to have an amazing time at it and you're going to learn a lot, and you can't put a price on knowledge. Every day is a school day when it comes to a business and as a digital nomad. So here's a fantastic opportunity for you to do that, but also in the beautiful Alicante. Emilia and Maria, it was a pleasure to have you guys on, and thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. A big thank you to Maria and Emilia for joining me and sharing more about the Alicante Nomad Summit. If you'd like to attend, you'll find all the ticket details and links in the description below. Make sure to follow the show, share the episode, and stay tuned for more conversations with founders and global business builders. I'm Jason Flood, and I'll see you in the next one.